Hi, I'm Samantha. I'm a senior field merchandiser, and today we're going to go through how to process a credit at a store level. So first, we're going to review the things that you have to have in order to ensure that that is successfully done. The first thing is ensuring that you have your district manager's approval prior to completing any credits inside of a store. Once you have that, you'll want to ensure that you have your RA forms. This will assign an RA number. You'll want to include the account number, your store name, store number, as well as the total number of boxes that are included in your return. And then you'll want to include your reason for your return. You also want to ensure that you have the correct number of return labels. The color of these labels doesn't matter. You just want to ensure that they're filled out completely. So you've got your customer number and store number, your customer name, customer address. They're returned via UPS. And then you want to individually label your cartons and full quantity of cases. You include your RA number from the form right here at the top, as well as your salesperson ID for L&R, the date it was packaged, and also include the reason that it's being returned. Next, you'll want to make sure that you've got your UPS labels. You'll include the store number and name and address, and then you will place your RA number down here at the bottom. Once you get these placed on the packages, you will have a little strip left over that includes the tracking number, and this is going to be placed back on your RA form, and we'll cover that again at the end. Next, you want to ensure that you've got a copy of the credit report from the store. This is going to give you your total cost, your total quantity, and any information you may need in order to complete your forms in Repsly. So the next thing you want to do is go into your system. If you select, go under your More column on the side. This is typically where you would place your order. So if you look down at the bottom, there is a returns option. If you select that, it's going to bring up your screen that you normally see when you place your orders. You're going to select all products. And then once that list comes up, you'll go to your search option and select, type in miscellaneous, MISC returns. It automatically comes up for me. And that is when you would select one on that. Doesn't matter how many cases you have, you're just going to select one. It's just one return in total. So once you go to your next screen, it's going to have some things that you have to complete in order to get this done. So you're going to verify that you use the miscellaneous returns in products and select yes. And this is where you are going to scan your RA number with your tablet. So I pop the little scanner and we'll pull up my log here, and this is where I'm going to use my scanner to scan that barcode. It automatically placed my RA number in there. The reason for your return, you need to make sure that you select that as well. This is where you'll enter your total product quantity as well as your total cost. Those things again are found on the back of the credit invoice that the store can provide for you. Next, you will come down and it has an option to scan the UPS tracking number. So we have 2 cartons, so we're going to make sure that we scan both of those today. So as soon as I scan it, it automatically places the tracking number on the line for me. So I'm going to scan the second one now. So both of those tracking numbers have been scanned. Scroll to the bottom. It looks like the last thing that you need to do is ensure that you've taken a picture of the labels for the return in Repsly, and we'll label that accordingly here in just a moment. And we're going to go ahead and place our labels on the case. When you place your labels on, you just want to ensure that you have removed all other tracking labels so that there is no question as to what these are. So your typical shipping labels that come on your cases. We left one on here that we're going to remove. You can either remove it, cover it up, whatever works best for you, but just ensure that those are covered. So we will place our return label. Then we will place our shipping label. And just remember that you're going to have this little strip left at the bottom that includes your ground tracking number, and that you are going to include right here on your RA sheet. Okay, so we'll go ahead and place our second label on. We've got those nice and visible. And then we've also got our second strip, which we are going to place right on our RA form. So you can see both of those are on there. We've agreed that we're going to take a picture of the labels for the return, so we can go ahead and select done and submit. And then we're going to go into our photo option and go ahead and take a picture. And I'm going to take them individually, just so that as much detailed information as possible is included in the photos. Sometimes if you take them too far back, you can't see all of that information as easily. So I've got both of my photos. Under your tags, if you select edit, there is an option to select your returns label to let them know that what we're taking a photo of. We're going to submit those photos, and then both of those can be returned either to your customer service or your receiver, however that process is done in the store, so that UPS can get those picked up and returned. And that's all.